part and how to find a meaningful sentence. And some part of the sentence, when we connect them together, they don't give us a complete meaning or a complete sense. So that's what we are going to know together. I'm going to make like a quick revision, and later on in our upcoming session, we're going to focus on each point to speak about it in details, and also to give you the errors or the mistakes that you may find in your SAT exams, inshallah. Fine. We have Amira. Amira, can you give me your full name?
iPhone 11.
Hello, Amira. Amira, what can I write your full name? What's your name? Amira what?
Amira Ali.
Walid? Is that right? Okay. Okay, great. It seems that you don't want to share your screen with me, or to open your camera, so I will close mine too and start to share my screen with you. Ranim. Good morning, Ranim. Okay, now you now see the a PowerPoint in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. The sentence structure, each sentence is composed of some parts. When we put them together, they give us a complete sentence. Can you give me just examples of what are these parts? If we put them together in a sentence, they will give me a meaningful sentence, or a sentence that gives it a sense or a meaning.
Subject.
Yes, a subject, that's right.
And a predict.
A predict.
And what's it called? And commas and periods, and a capital letter at the beginning.
Great, that's right. And what about the parts of speech? Do you know what are the parts of speech?
No.
The parts of speech, they are the noun, the verb, the adjective, the adverb. Do you know all these things? We call
okay.
we call all these the part of speech. These are one of the main elements that may form a sentence. Let's start by a noun, of course. The noun, it's anything that you say that a name of a person or a place or a thing. And the noun is something that we can detect by our five senses. You know what are our five senses, which is seeing, smelling, tasting, listening, and feeling. So this is a noun. Like, for example, can you give me examples of names of persons? Any example?
Judy.
Judy. The others, only Judy can speak here in our class, or what? What about the others? Hello, guys.
Miss, can you repeat the last thing?
Yes, give me examples. I'm going to speak about the noun. Noun is one of the main parts of speech that we can find in any sentence. And the noun will form, of course, will form the subject, the doer of the action. Now, I said that the noun could be names of person, place, or thing. Give me example of person, names of person. Judy said her name. What about the others?
Amira.
Yes, Amira. These are names
Noor.
of people. Oh, Noor. Okay, great. These are names of people. What else? We can say teacher too. Right? This is the person.
Place Egypt.
Oh, Egypt. That's right. A boy. A doctor. Fine. So maybe it's yes, a dog. That's right. This is some examples of names or persons that we can say these are nouns, and at the same time they may form the subject of the sentence. Again, what's the meaning of a subject? Again, Ranim, are you there? What the meaning of a subject? The subject is the person who make the action. The subject, the one who make the action in a sentence, we call him the subject.
Yeah.
Now we need, yes, examples of places. This is also can consider be like a noun, like school, house, hospital. It could be things like pencil, dog,
Pen.
yes, medicine. Great. So these are all examples of nouns. Of course, you have studied this before, right? So this is one of the parts of the speech, parts like a noun that may form the sentence. What else we said? Verbs, right? The verbs, what the verbs? The action that happened in the sentence itself.
The action.
Yes,
Not
great, excellent. The action that happened in the sentence itself. So, the verb, it's like a word. It's a verb. Sorry, a word that name the action or the state of being. What the meaning of state of being? It's the verbs that like verb to be is, am, are, or like in the present or in the past. Like here, the action, like write. What else? Give me examples of verbs that, yes, indicate or describe an action.
Look.
Yes, look,
Eat.
eat, draw, run, swim,
Paint.
yes, paint. Excellent. So these are all words that used to name the action itself, and we call them verb. This is the action that will be done by the subject, which is most probably will be names. One of we studied nouns, maybe like person or thing or place, or pronoun, of course. The verb that we said is state of being, that we want like the verb to be in the present, is, are, or in the past like was or were. The third part of a speech is the adjective. What is the adjective?
It describes the noun or pronoun.
Excellent. The adjective is the word that describes the noun or the pronoun only. If I want to describe something or someone, so I use the word adjective. Okay. Give me examples.
Um,
Can I say, Miss?
Yes, of course. Say, this is Noor.
Yes.
Yes, Noor.
He runs very quickly.
No, wait. He runs very quickly. Now, what are you describing quickly here? Describing what?
Describing describing the verb. This is
Yes, this is an adverb. I'm speaking about the adjective.
okay.
So do we add?
He is very fast.
He is
Noor
very.
is Goma is very fast.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Fast here is an, yes, fast here is an adjective. That's right, correct. What about very? Very, what does it describe? Very
Describe
fast.
very fast.
You said Goma or Muhammad is very fast, right? Fast.
Yes.
Yes, fast. You are describing Muhammad. What about very? Very. What is this word?
The adjective.
It's an adjective? No.
it's an adverb.
Yes, excellent. It's an adverb. Describe what? What does it describe?
How fast he is.
Excellent. So very here describe fast, which is an adjective. That's why we said it's an adverb. The adverb that we are going to explain in the coming slide. It describes both the verb and the adjective. But let's not go. We don't want to go far away from this one. So the adjective again. Yes, it's a word that describes or gives more information about a noun. Examples, yes, like serious, caring. You can give me more examples.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, excellent.
Cooking.
No, cooking. This is the gerund.
Okay.
Huh? Let's go to my examples. Creative, intelligent, responsible, calm, cooperative, determined. Okay, these are all examples of adjective. Of course, you know that the adjective have some, we said we have weak adjective and we have a strong adjective, and you may have more than one word that can have the same meaning, but it goes in degrees, like, you know, from being a weak adjective to a strong one. Humorous, generous, independent, and so on. Gentle, ambitious, energetic, and we still have a lot of examples here. So far we have reached, now we know the noun, the verb, and the adjective. And we said that the adjective describes the noun only. What about the verb? The verb, as you said, the verb that is described by the adverb. Here it is. It's a word or phrase that gives more information about the verb itself. Not only the verb, but the verb, and sometimes it describes also the adjective itself, and sometimes the adverb can describe itself. Like how or how often, how do you do this action? Slowly, I'm describing it. Or calmly, really, always, fast, as you said. And these are examples of the adverb phrases. When or where. We are going to study the adverb phrases in our book. To the store, after school. We call this to the store and after school. It's adverb phrase, and sometimes we call it the prepositional phrases according to its position in the sentence itself. During tutorials and for an hour. So, till this point, is that clear to you, these parts of speech, the noun, the verb, the adjective, and the adverb?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. I think that you have studied before. So, all
Yes.
of these, yes? Who said miss? Or
This thing will upload to YouTube only.
the what?
This
Again?
session will upload to YouTube.
Yes, I uploaded.
Miss.
This doesn't mean that you will not attend it. You have to attend it first. Yes, I will
No,
upload it. Yes, I will.
I asked before. When I repeat it. When I want to repeat it.
Yes, sure. I posted
I
for
asked
you
for this.
yes, I uploaded for you the previous one. I sent the link on their LMS.
Okay.
Now let's go to the predicate. Yes, the predicate is to speak about the action itself of the sentence. It's a part of a sentence that tells you what the subject does or is. It gives you the meaning of the verb itself. It describes what happened. The predicate, it describes what happened. So the predicate is not only the verb, but the verb followed by the adverb describing this verb, and more noun than adjective. Look at like this example. Went to the store. Okay. Went to the store. Now I have here the verb is, where the verb?
Hello.
Okay. Fine. Like this example, went to the store. I have here where the verb itself, the verb, the word verb. Where is it? Went. Excellent. And then to the store. This is a prepositional phrase because it starts with a preposition.
Adjective.
Yes, it's to start with the preposition to. Went to the store. This is of course it doesn't give me a complete meaning, but this is, we will call all this a predicate because it had the went, which is the verb, and followed by some other complement of the sentence. Another example, moved to Manila last week. Is a very happy child. Like when you say, for example, Noor is a very happy child. This is a complete sentence. But is a very happy child, all this we will call it a predicate. But where the verb itself, the verb is. Did you get the difference between a predicate and a verb? So which is part of the other?
Yes.
The verb is a part of the predicate, or the predicate is part of the verb?
The verb is a part of the predicate.
Excellent. That's it. So this is the difference between the predicate and a verb. Okay. Now, we have two types of sentences. Sometimes we have a complete sentence, that's we say it's a correct sentence, and we have part of the sentence that doesn't give me a complete meaning. That's we say not a sentence. Like what?
Dependent and independent sentence.
No, the dependent and the independent are we are speaking about clauses. This is part of the whole sentence itself. All these things we are going to study together in details. I'm just give you this like outline of the thing that we are going to study on the upcoming days, because you know you didn't get your books, right?
Yes.
Yes, so we spend time without books. We need the books to study the text itself. That's why we spend some time studying these things. It's a part of your curriculum, by the way. So saving the time, and when you get your books, we'll start the text.
Okay.
Fine. So the things that we said it's not sentence are like this, like the fragment, run-on, or dependent clause. What does this mean? All these things are part of a whole sentence, but it doesn't give me a complete meaning. It doesn't make sense when you read it by itself. But the correct sentence is all these three types: complete sentence, or compound sentence, or complex sentence. You have studied these things in the previous years, right?
Yes,
The
we
types
did.
of sentence. But did you study what the meaning of fragment or run-on?
We took them in exams.
Only?
Yes, we took them, miss.
In the exams only?
Yeah, we thought
Yes,
It was something new for you. You didn't study, but you found it in the exam on the exam.
it was like in a multiple choice question.
Okay, fine, fine. Now don't worry. Okay, we are going to this. That's the way we want to just show you a part of the thing, and then we describe it or study it for you.
Yeah.
Like the word fragment, without showing what the meaning of fragment. Yes. Do you know what the word fragment mean? What the meaning of the word fragment? You haven't studied in the science?
No.
No. Okay. First, the complete sentence. If we want to say this is a complete sentence and it makes sense, first thing, it has to start with a capital letter, of course, and end with one of these things, with a period, a question mark, or exclamation
stop?
mark. Yes, we call it full stop, or we call it a period, or a question mark if it's a question, exclamation mark if it is exclamatory sentence. And of course, this sentence must have a subject, which is a noun or pronoun, and a predicate, which means a verb and the complement of the predicate. And give me a complete thought. This is the meaning of a complete sentence. Like this examples. I slept. Fine. Where is the subject here?
A subject slept.
Really? Slept or I? I, excellent. I here is the subject. This means this is the doer of the action. And the I here is a noun or pronoun? A noun or pronoun?
It's a pronoun.
It's a pronoun. That's why we said we call it a subject pronoun, because I here came in the subject position, so it's a subject pronoun. And what about slept?
It's
Predicate.
predicate verb.
Yes, excellent. It's a predicate verb because I don't have a complement for it. So it's the verb and the predicate at the same time. She's hungry.
The verb is sleep, and predicate noun of tea. Yes.
In which sentence are you, Muhammad? We are in she's hungry now.
Yeah.
She's hungry. Yes. Can you tell me where the subject?
Subject.
Yeah?
She.
Excellent. She. Is it a noun or pronoun?
She is a noun.
She is noun. Thank you. What about is?
Is a predicate.
Yeah, the verb is by itself is a verb. It speaks about the state. It's not an action verb. You know the difference between a verb of state and the verb of action?
Yes.
Yes, the verb of action, like sleep. There is an action happening, run, swim. But is, which is verb to be, we call it the verb of state. It describes something. What about hungry?
It's a predicate.
Hungry. She is hungry.
Oh, it's an adjective.
Yes, excellent. It's an adjective because I'm describing she. She's hungry. If I speak about is hungry, all of it together,
It's a
this is
predicate.
excellent. This is a predicate. Clear?
Yes.
Any question so far?
No.
Okay, great.
I didn't. Can you repeat
Again? Tell me. Yeah, is this Noor? Noor?
Miss?
Yes, Noor?
Yes.
Yes, tell me.
I didn't. Can you repeat this part because
Yes,
I
sure.
didn't.
What the meaning of a complete sentence? Or this one, the examples?
She is the
She's hungry.
subject?
She's hungry. She is the subject because this is the subject because this is the doer of the action or the one that we are describing. But she here is a pronoun, not a noun. It's a pronoun because I'm not mentioning a name here, right? Or I'm not mentioning a noun. It's a pronoun. She.
Okay.
We call it a subject pronoun. Why? Because it came in the position of the subject. Got it? Is here, is what is
Okay.
it?
Yes.
What part of the speech is here?
Predicate.
We can't call
No.
it predicate. Is by itself is alone. Is a verb. Is a
The
verb.
verb.
Yes, it's verb to be. But verb to be, we don't call it an action verb. It's a state verb. What the meaning of a state? Because it describes something. We don't have an action in is. Action like eat, run, sleep, walk. We have action here. But is and verb to be, all verb to be, we call it the verb of a state because I use it to describe something. Fine? And what about
Okay.
hungry? Noor, what about hungry?
Hungry. She is hungry. Hungry is
What is the
adjective.
excellent, an adjective because it describes what the subject, she,
The
the
she.
pronoun, right? I'm describing her.
Yeah.
She's hungry. When I ask about is hungry, all of it, this is a predicate of the sentence.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. And this another one. He
I
doesn't.
understand now.
Again, you understand now? Thank you. He doesn't want to do
Yes.
his homework. He doesn't want to do his homework. Ahmed Sameh, can you just answer this question? Ahmed Sameh?
Miss, I am here too, Miss.
Okay. Ali, good morning.
Miss, I was here 9 and 10.
Yes. Okay, I wrote your name. Don't worry. طيب, Ali, he doesn't want to do his homework. Yes, let's start by where the subject here.
The subject is he.
Thank you.
Miss Ahmed, he is stealing his mic. It doesn't work.
It broke down. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Never mind. Okay, Amira, where is the verb here? Amira, where is the verb?
Want.
Yes, doesn't want. It's in the negative form. Doesn't want. This is the verb. Excellent. To do his homework.
Is the adjective.
No.
Predicate.
Predicate is starting from here. Doesn't want to do his homework. This is a predicate. Why are you studying this? If you read each one of these examples, you will find that they start with capital letter, right?
Yes.
End with a full stop, and sometimes it will end with a question mark if it's a question or exclamation mark, right? It has a subject, it has a predicate or a verb, and it gives me a complete thought. When you read all these examples, did you find something missing or something that doesn't give you a complete meaning?
No.
So all these, we call this complete sentences. This is the meaning of the complete sentence. Okay, right. Let's move to the next one. Let's go to the fragment. What is the meaning of the word fragment? Fragment, number one, it's not a complete sentence. It's missing something. Usually the fragment, it's missing the subject or the predicate. We'll see some examples now. Look at that, the best pizza in New York City. The best pizza in New York City. What's missing here?
The predicate.
Yes, excellent. The predicate or the verb. It's missing here. The best pizza in New York City. So something missing. Yes. What did you understand from this? These words.
It's just the best pizza.
Yes. I know the best pizza in New York City. But did you get something? A complete meaning? Does it give you a sense?
No.
No. It's missing something.
No.
Yes. So it's a part. This means that these words are cut off another larger sentence. That's why we call it a fragment. It's a part of another sentence. Walking in the park one day after school.
It's missing a subject.
Excellent. Here it's missing the subject. Does it give you a complete meaning?
No.
No, I didn't know what you are speaking about. What person? Who's walking? Maybe it's a dog. Maybe it's a person. No one knows. So the second sentence too here is cut off another larger sentence or another complete sentence. That's why we call it fragment. Fragment, it's like a piece of something, not the whole thing. So it could look like a sentence, but it have a conjunction added, which makes it a dependent clause. This is another form of the fragment, like this one. When I saw the most beautiful animal ever.
Hi, Miss.
Who? Yes. Are you following?
Miss, my mic. Yes, my mic just worked now.
Ahmed?
Yes.
Okay, Ahmed, welcome back. When you read this sentence, yes, some people maybe fall in the trap and say, no, miss, here I have the subject and I have the verb so, and I have a whole predicate here, the most beautiful animal ever. Why not to say this is a complete sentence? What about when? The sentence here, your sentence start with when. What is when? When is a kind of conjunction. Right? Hello? Are you there?
Yes, miss.
Yes. When you read it, when I saw the most beautiful animal ever, you have to read it as whole. Does it give you meaning?
Yes.
When I saw the most beautiful, when? Start from when, not from I saw. When I saw the most beautiful animal ever.
It must give me another sentence so I can understand it.
Excellent. So this means that it is cut off from a larger sentence, right? It's a part of a larger sentence to give you a complete meaning. So what should be before when? I was happy when I saw the most beautiful animal ever. I was surprised when I saw the most beautiful animal ever. So something is missing. That's why we call this a fragment. We call this a fragment.
Okay.
If you remember, what do we call this sentence? What type of sentence this? Oh, clause, actually. This is a clause. When I saw the most beautiful animal ever. Do you remember what do you call it?
I think dependent.
Excellent, excellent. This is the dependent one because it can't stand by itself. It depends on another one to give me a complete meaning. Don't worry, we're going to study this in detail in the upcoming days. Fine. One last thing before you go. I know that you have to run. Do you have a session, right? Do you have a session?
We have a session until
It should start right now. It's 9:31. You should run to your session, or should I go on?
no.
What's
I
no?
don't know, miss. I don't know.
Which we should know. I don't know if you have another session or not.
I think we should go.
You should go, right?
one minute. حسن
Yes.
حسن
Mm.
عندنا حصة ايه؟